Welcome back to Power Play, where we unleash game-changing strategies to dominate your goals. Today, we're diving deep into Rules of Power, 48 Rules of Power Part 8, your ultimate guide to mastering influence and leading like a true pro. Whether you're steering a council, crushing a challenge, or owning a high-stakes moment, these rules will make you unstoppable. We've handpicked 6 killer rules, each rooted in gripping tales of cunning strategists from a shadowy world of courts and castles, brimming with a lot of whispered plots, daring schemes, and bold power plays that echo through the torchlit halls. These aren't just tips. They're epic moves packed with a lot of vivid stories, practical steps, and clever ways to sidestep every trap lurking in the shadows. Ready to level up your leadership and slay every moment with a lot of swagger? Smash that like button, subscribe, and drop a comment with your boldest power move. Let's dive in and make you a power legend. Rule 1. Play the perfect courtier. A cunning courtier thrived in a turbulent court, charming lords with a lot of grace, like a dancer weaving through a crowded banquet hall with flawless steps. They flattered a lot, offered a lot of wise counsel, and always appeared loyal, gaining a lot of favor without seeming to scheme. When rivals tried to undermine them, the courtier's polished manners and a lot of subtle wit turned the tables, earning a lot of trust from the council. They navigated a lot of rivalries with a smile, their charm a shield that made them untouchable. The lesson: master the art of charm to win favor, like a bard enchanting a crowd with a lot of honeyed words. To do this, blend a lot of flattery and support in counsel, like praising a lord's plan while adding a suggestion. If you seem too eager, tone it down with a lot of humility. Practice this: charm one ally with a lot of tailored compliments in a meeting. If mistrust arises, double down with a lot of sincere gestures like aiding their cause. If your charm feels forced, refine it with a lot of natural ease. Playing the courtier isn't fake. It's slick. Charm with a lot of finesse, and you'll own the court's heart with unmatched vibe. Rule 2. Strike the shepherd. A clever advisor faced a rival faction led by a dominant lord and targeted the leader with a lot of cunning, like a hunter aiming for the alpha wolf in a pack. They spread a lot of subtle doubts about the lord's judgment, whispering to allies in shadowy corridors, weakening their grip without a direct fight. With the leader discredited, the faction crumbled, and the advisor gained a lot of power. The lesson: topple the head to scatter the group, like felling a tree to clear a forest. To do this, undermine a leader with a lot of careful rumors, like questioning their plan's wisdom in council. If they retaliate, deflect with a lot of neutrality, like praising their intent. Practice this: weaken one rival leader with a lot of subtle critiques. If you're caught, shift blame with a lot of innocence. If the group resists, target their leader with a lot more precision. Striking the shepherd isn't ruthless, it's strategic. Hit the top with a lot of smarts and you'll rule the field. Rule 3. Work on the hearts and minds. A wise courtier won a divided court by appealing to a lot of emotions, like a poet stirring souls with a heartfelt tale. They shared a lot of stories of unity and feasts, swaying lords with a lot of passion and promises of shared glory, building a lot of loyalty without force. Their emotional pull outshone rivals who relied on cold logic, gaining a lot of influence. The lesson: win hearts to control minds, like a fire warming a frozen hall. To do this, appeal to a lot of feelings, like inspiring a council with a shared vision. If they resist, add a lot of personal touches, like addressing their hopes. Practice this: stir one ally's emotions with a lot of passion in a speech. If logic overshadows, weave in a lot more heartfelt stories. If doubts persist, connect with a lot of empathy. Winning hearts isn't soft, it's powerful. Touch their souls with a lot of fire, and you'll own their loyalty. Rule 4. Disarm through strategic weakness. A shrewd strategist faced a wary rival and showed a lot of vulnerability, like a wolf baring its throat to calm a foe. They admitted a small flaw in a council, disarming suspicion with a lot of humility, and gained the rival's trust, only to outmaneuver them later with a lot of cunning. Their feigned weakness secured a lot of power. The lesson: show weakness to lower guards like a vine hiding thorns. To do this, reveal a lot of minor faults like admitting a small error in a debate to build trust. If they exploit it, pivot with a lot of strength. Practice this. Share one small flaw with an ally to gain trust. If they overreach, counter with a lot of bold moves. If your weakness seems risky, balance it with a lot of confidence. Disarming isn't defeat, it's clever. Lower their guard with a lot of guile and you'll slay the game. Rule 5. Preach change but move slowly. A bold advisor pushed for a grand reform but introduced it with a lot of caution, like a gardener planting seeds in a stormy season. They spoke a lot of change in council, inspiring hope, but rolled it out gradually, avoiding a lot of resistance from wary lords. Their patience won a lot of support, securing their influence. The lesson: sell change but pace it like a river carving a canyon slowly. To do this, pitch a lot of bold ideas but implement them with a lot of small steps. If opposition grows, slow down with a lot of reassurances. Practice this. Propose one change with a lot of passion but start small. If pushback hits, explain with a lot of calm reasoning. If haste tempts, focus on a lot of steady gains. Preaching change isn't reckless, it's wise. Move slow with a lot of vision and you'll own the future. Rule 6. Assume formlessness. A cunning courtier thrived in a chaotic court by adapting a lot. Like water flowing around rocks in a turbulent stream. They shifted roles. Ally, advisor, observer, with a lot of ease, never fixed to one stance, confusing rivals who couldn't pin them down. Their flexibility gained a lot of power as others faltered in rigid plans. The lesson: stay fluid to outlast, like a cloud dodging a storm's grasp. To do this, adapt a lot to each situation like shifting tones in council debates. If pinned down, change with a lot of new tactics. Practice this. Adjust one approach in a meeting with a lot of flexibility. If rivals lock on, pivot with a lot of fresh angles. If rigidity creeps in, embrace a lot of change. Formlessness isn't weak, it's slick. Flow with a lot of cunning and you'll rule the chaos. Conclusion: that's your playbook for Rules of Power, 48 Rules of Power Part 8. With these 6 killer rules: playing the perfect courtier, striking the shepherd, working on hearts and minds, disarming through weakness, preaching change slowly, and assuming formlessness, you'll dominate any challenge, council, or contest. These timeless stories, packed with a lot of cunning, flair, and bold moves, show you how to command respect, outsmart rivals, and build a reputation that shines like a beacon in a stormy court. Whether you're leading a group, crafting a plan, or facing a rival, these moves make you a power legend. Start today. Pick one rule, test it with a lot of boldness, and watch your influence soar. What's your boldest power move? Drop it in the comments, smash that subscribe button, and hit the channel for a lot more game-changing tips. Stay fierce, stay strategic, and rule your world. World, 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 world.